Welcome back, everybody, to We Are Infinite with Glenn Burgess. Today is a beautiful day in New York, a beautiful day to be alive, a beautiful day to breathe. It is truly amazing. I would be outside right now making this video if it wasn't for how nice it was, because people are out there doing their yards, getting things ready, so it would affect the course of this video and the sound. So I really need you guys to hear this, so I'm going to stay inside and get this job done. Well, right now we're going to talk a little bit more about the law of attraction, but we're going to dive deep. We are going to dive fucking deep into this. We are going to talk about reaping and sowing because it's the major part of the law of attraction. You see, when we sow things, we reap them. Meaning that when we put things out there in our thoughts, in our words, in our actions, and the things that we do, we cause those things to come back to us. So if we put out negative energy out there, we're going to get negative energy back. So if you're sitting in a parking lot and you're pissed off that you can't get your parking space, and you keep thinking that and keep radiating that energy out into the universe, you're going to get more of that shit. You can leave there and end up being stuck at a red light, or having people keep cutting in front of you, and all this crazy shit starts to happen. Why? Because that's what you're sowing, and you're going to reap that shit back. See, in my life, I've been in and out of jail, and the reason why is because I kept sowing that. I kept sowing that negative energy. I kept sowing by the people I was hanging around and letting them sow things into my mind. And those things in my mind would sprout and start to become more negative weeds in my mind, more negative things that were taking hold of my mind, which took hold of my words and took hold of my actions. So I started to sow negative shit, and then I started to reap it. Everything that I was sowing was negative, and everything that I was reaping was negative. And it came back 7 times more than what I put it out. See, that's how things work. When we sow things, when we put things out there into the universe and we get them back, it comes back 7 times more than what we put it out. That's the power of reaping and sowing. We have to be careful. We have to guard our thoughts, because our thoughts become our words, and our words become our action, and our action becomes our reality, our destiny, the here and now, what's going on in our life as we speak. See, the more we sow positiveness, the more we grow, the more we reap the benefits of it. When we think positive things and we dwell on those positive things become our words now. We begin to speak what we think. We begin to speak what we feel. We begin to express it, and then it becomes our actions. We start to move according to the way we think, the way we speak. We become to get in tune with that, and we become to put it into action. We live it. We are living what we're speaking, and then we begin to move forward. And what that does is it creates the reality around us from the way we think, the way we speak, and the way we act. We draw things into our lives. When we do positive things, we draw positive things. We draw positive people, places, and things into our life that we could possibly even imagine. They will come. The same thing with negativity. If we dwell on them negative thoughts, we speak them. We start acting them, and they become the reality around us. The universe will place people, places, and things that are negative around us in our reality, because that's what we're seeking for. That's what we're sowing, so that's what we're reaping. We're going to keep reaping that negativity if we keep fucking sowing it. So it's time to change. It's time to change those thoughts and get rid of the weeds, the junk that's in our mind, and push it out. And start thinking positively, and start putting positive flowers and beautiful things into the garden of our mind, and let them sprout. Because when they sprout, we start really, truly talking it. We're feeling it now. We're feeling the way we think. We're expressing the way we think through our words. And then our words, we're so used to saying it now, our words become our actions. And then we're so used to living it, speaking it, and thinking it, it's becoming our fucking reality. Success, prosperity, beautiful things start to happen in your life. And I'm not talking about riches and glory and fame and all that crap. I'm talking about just being in tune with yourself. And it starts, by you sowing that positivity, you're drawing more people, places, and things into your life that are thinking, that are speaking and acting the same way as you. It's like birds of a feather flock together. That's the part of reaping and sowing. What we sow, we shall reap. And my whole life, I was just fucking sowing negativity all the way up into the age of basically 30 when I met my wife. But I was still sowing negativity. I stopped the drugs. I stopped the drinking. I stopped getting into trouble and violating parole and in and out of prison. I stopped that. But I still wasn't there yet. I was drinking still. Actually, yes, I was. I was still drinking from the age of 30 on up. It was a couple years ago that I quit drinking, that I started getting in tune with myself. But is it all right to have a couple beers? Yeah, it is. I think it is. I have a couple beers now, but I know now not to overindulge in that, not to let it take me over. See, I'm in control of that. It is not in control of me. And it took me to the age of 39 to realize that when my wife walked out. See, I understood. I was going through those states of awakening like I was describing in the other videos. I'm still going through those states of awakening. But now I'm starting to learn that what I sow, I'm reaping. And I didn't fucking learn that total concept until my wife left. See, I sowed all that in my marriage along with her. Due to her negative energy and my negative energy and things we were sowing, that's what we reaped. We reaped our relationship to be destroyed. I realize that now. So now I'm learning to sow positive things, to still have a relationship with her, but as a friend, and trying to teach her these things as well. That the way we think and speak and act is what's drawing our reality. It's what we're reaping. We're reaping that because that's what we're sowing. We're sowing that negative shit. And I destroyed my marriage. Through that, I destroyed my life through the things I've sowed. It's time to change. It's time to move up. It's time to elevate and evolve into the person who I truly am and the people who you truly are. We are powerful. And the things that we sow are the things we're going to reap, whether prosperity or destruction. You can't have both. It doesn't work like that. Like Jesus, you can't sit on the fence and say, well, I'm going to have both sides, because it doesn't work like that. Sowing and reaping is the greatest part of the law of attraction. The law of attraction is going to give you what you think, feel, express, speak, and act. It's going to bring that into your life. It can enhance every area of your life, or it can tear down every area of your life. And it's not doing that to try to hurt you. It's doing that to try to show you that something is not right. You need to change. You need to start having positive thoughts, feelings, and actions and words. It's there to show you and guide you. And we're going to keep going through that shit. We're going to keep going in circles, like I said in the 5 states of awakening. We're going to go in circles. We're going to keep going in circles until we realize it. Until we see that these things are happening in our life, because obviously something needs to fucking change. I went through relationship after relationship after relationship. From jail to prison to foster cares and foster cares, detentions and detentions. Until I finally fucking realized it at the age of 30, and I still didn't fully get a comprehension of it. That's when I started hitting the 5 states of awakening. I mean, I was in it before, but not like I was at the age of 30. I went through it. And I thought I was on top of the world at the age of 30 when I was going through the states of awakening. I didn't know shit, and I still don't know it. I'm still learning, but if I could go back with what I know now, I'd be more of a powerful person at the age of 30 than I am right now. But I can't go back. Only thing I can do is learn from the past, and start sowing beautiful things, treasures, beauty, love, peace, joy, and happiness. The true meanings of success, the true meaning of prosperity is the reaping and sowing. When we sow that, we receive that 7 times more than what we've done. And to let go of just the judgmental thoughts, caring what other people are doing and minding their business when we need to start minding our own. Because here is a great work in itself that's going to take millions of lifetimes to figure out. We have our own study we need to do instead of stop studying others. We need to let go of that, because when we sow that judgmental attitude and worrying about what everybody else is doing, we reap that negative shit. So it's time to let go of all that. It's time to start sowing positivity and start reaping the positivity that's from it. The universe is amazing. The universe is awesome. And through the law of attraction and the reaping and sowing, things can really be beautiful in each and every one of your lives. I'm going through certain situations and circumstances since my wife left. I've lost everything, but I've gained it all. And that's what Jesus was talking about. To let go of the world, just lose the world and you'll gain everything. That's what Jesus was trying to explain. Is we have to let go of self. The physical self, the physical wants and desires and the urges of this planet, because it's all negative. The true prosperity and the true success and love and peace and joy and everything that you could possibly fucking imagine is inside of you. You have to let go of all this worldly crap, materialistic bullshit, because it's taking away from who you are. You need to start sowing the positiveness and letting your infinite potential truly come out, and you will reap every aspect of it. I promise you. But for now, I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a wonderful Memorial weekend. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time. Till then, we are infinite. And remember to dive deep. Go deep into yourself. God bless.